Are you tired of spending countless hours on repetitive, manual tasks, drowning in a sea of emails, constantly updating spreadsheets, and manually responding to the same questions over and over again? It's a common struggle that drains our productivity and keeps us from focusing on what truly matters. But what if you could build a digital assistant that handles all of this for you, working silently in the background 24/7 without ever getting tired? What if you could reclaim that time and energy for strategic thinking and creative work? That's not a far-off dream, it's a reality you can build today, and you won't need to write a single line of code. Today I'll show you how to connect the incredible power of ChatGPT with the visual automation platform Make.com to automate your entire workflow. Think of ChatGPT as the brain of our operation, a powerful reasoning engine that can understand language, make decisions, and generate human-like text. And Make.com, that's the nervous system, the digital glue that connects ChatGPT to all the other apps you use every day, allowing them to talk to each other and act on instructions. Together, they form an unstoppable duo for creating sophisticated, intelligent automations. Throughout this tutorial, we're going to build a practical, real-world example from scratch. We'll build an automation that can receive messages from any source, whether it's a contact form on your website, a direct message on social media, or an internal request. Our AI-powered system will instantly analyze the content of that message. It will understand the sender's intent, categorize the request, and then take multiple actions at once. For instance, it will automatically draft and send a perfectly tailored, personalized email response back to the sender. Simultaneously, it will log the entire interaction, creating a new record in a Notion database or a Google Sheet, complete with the original message, the AI-generated response, and a timestamp. And to keep you in the loop, it can even send a real-time notification to your team's Slack or Telegram channel, summarizing the event. This is the power of intelligent automation. It's not just about saving time, it's about creating smarter, more responsive, and more efficient systems that elevate the way you work. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, step-by-step blueprint to build this exact workflow and the foundational knowledge to adapt it to your own unique needs. You'll learn how to set up the triggers, how to write effective prompts for ChatGPT, how to handle different outcomes with branching logic, and how to connect it all to the services you rely on. So, if you're ready to stop doing the busy work and start building a smarter workflow, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and build your first AI-powered automation together. Alright, before we dive into building our automation, let's get our toolkit ready. The great news is, you only need a few key components to unlock this power. First and foremost, we'll be using two core platforms, OpenAI and Make.com. Think of OpenAI's ChatGPT as the brain of our operation. It's what will provide the intelligent responses and perform the complex tasks. Make.com is the nervous system. It's the visual automation platform that will connect everything together and execute our workflow. For the ChatGPT side, you'll need more than just a standard user account. You'll need access to the OpenAI API. This is what allows other applications, like Make.com, to communicate with the AI model programmatically. To get this, you'll head over to the OpenAI platform website, sign into your account, and navigate to the API keys section. Here, you can generate a new secret key. A quick but very important note. Treat this API key like a password. Keep it confidential and never expose it in your code or share it publicly. Using the API does involve a small cost based on your usage, but it's incredibly affordable, and we'll discuss how to monitor and manage those costs later on. Next up is your Make.com account. If you don't have one, you can sign up for free. Their free tier is incredibly generous and more than enough to build the powerful automations we'll be covering today. Make provides a visual canvas where you can drag and drop different app modules and connect them to create what they call a scenario. It's an intuitive, no-code approach to building complex workflows. Finally, you need the app or service you want to connect to ChatGPT. The possibilities here are nearly endless. We'll be looking at popular examples like Gmail for automating email replies, Notion for smart content creation, or even Telegram and Discord for building intelligent chatbots. But don't feel limited by these. If an app has an API or is supported by Make, you can almost certainly integrate it into your workflow. With these three components, your OpenAI API key, your Make.com account, and a target application, you're ready to start building. Alright, let's dive in and build our first intelligent automation. We'll start inside your Make.com account. If you're on the main dashboard, look for the prominent Create a New Scenario button, usually located in the top right corner. Go ahead and click that. This will take us to a fresh, blank canvas. This is where the magic happens. Think of this canvas as your digital whiteboard, where you'll visually design the entire workflow, step by step. Every automation you build in Make starts right here. Your new scenario starts with a single empty trigger module. Click on the large plus icon in the center of your screen. A search dialog will appear, listing hundreds of available apps and services. This is the heart of Make's integration power. In the search bar, type webhook. Select the webhooks module from the results, and then choose Custom Webhook as your trigger. A webhook is essentially a unique private web address that can listen for incoming data. It's the perfect starting point for our workflow because it allows any external application, in our case, our custom GPT, to send information to our scenario in real time. It acts as the digital doorway for our automation. Once you've selected the custom webhook, a configuration panel will slide open. Click the Add button to create a new webhook definition. It's a crucial best practice to give your webhook a descriptive name. Let's call this one GPT Assistant Trigger. Naming conventions are your best friend in automation. They make your scenarios much easier to understand, debug, and maintain later on, especially as you build more complex workflows. After naming it, click Save. Make will now generate a unique URL for this webhook. This address is the critical piece of the puzzle. It's the specific endpoint that your custom GPT will send its data to. Treat this URL like a password. It's unique to your scenario, and anyone who has it can trigger your automation. Go ahead and click the Copy Address to Clipboard button. We'll need this URL in a moment when we configure our GPT action. For now, paste it into a secure note or text editor so you have it handy. At this point, your webhook is active and listening. Make needs to understand the structure of the data it should expect to receive. This is called determining the data structure. To do this, we need to send a sample request to the URL we just copied. This initial test run teaches Make what kind of fields to expect, like user query, user ID, or conversation history. Without this step, we won't be able to map the incoming data to the subsequent modules in our flow. You can send this sample data using various tools, but a simple way is with a command line tool like curl, or a graphical API client like Postman. You'll send a post request to your webhook URL with a JSON payload. For example, your JSON might look something like this: an object with a key called query, and a value of what is the status of my order. When you send this request, you'll see the webhook module in Make instantly update. It will show a message like, successfully determined, indicating it has received the data and now understands its structure. This is a one-time setup step for each new webhook. Now that our trigger is configured and understands the data it will receive, it's time to add the brain of our operation, the ChatGPT module. Hover your mouse over the right side of the webhook module until a small plus icon appears. This is how you add the next step in your workflow. Click it. The module search dialog will open again. This time, search for ChatGPT or OpenAI. Select the official OpenAI module. This module provides a powerful set of actions for interacting with OpenAI's various models. You'll see options for creating images with DALL-E, transcribing audio with Whisper, and of course, interacting with the language models. For our purpose, we want to have a conversation, so select the Create a Completion or Create a Chat Completion action. This is the standard action for sending a prompt and receiving a generated response. The configuration panel for the ChatGPT module will now appear. The first thing you need to do is connect your OpenAI account. Click the Add button next to the connection field. A new window will pop up asking for your API key. This is the key you generated from your OpenAI account dashboard. Securely copy your API key from wherever you stored it and paste it into this field. Again, it's good practice to give the connection a descriptive name, like My Personal OpenAI Key. Click Save. Make will securely store this key and use it to authenticate all future requests to the OpenAI API on your behalf. You'll only need to do this once per account. With your account connected, the next critical step is to choose your model. Click the Model dropdown. You'll see a list of available models. For most advanced tasks requiring reasoning, creativity, and following complex instructions, you'll want to choose one of the latest and most capable models. As of today, That means selecting GPT-4o for its speed and multimodal capabilities, or GPT-4 Turbo for its large context window and strong performance. The model you choose directly impacts the quality of the response, the speed of the execution, and the cost of running your scenario, so choose wisely based on your needs. For this tutorial, let's select GPT-4o. Now we get to the most important part, defining the prompt. This is where you instruct the AI on what to do. In the Messages section, you'll build the conversation that you send to the model. Click Add Item to create your first message. Each message has a role and content. The user role represents the prompt or question you're asking. This is where our webhook setup pays off. In the content field for the user message, you can now map the data we received in our trigger. You'll see a panel showing the data fields from our webhook. In our test case, the query field. Simply click and drag the query variable from the webhook and drop it into the content text area. Now, whatever text is sent to our webhook will be dynamically inserted as the user's prompt to ChatGPT. This is the fundamental concept of mapping data between modules, turning a static workflow into a dynamic and responsive one. You've just created your first real AI workflow. Let's test it. I'll send a message. Make.com triggers. ChatGPT thinks. And the reply lands instantly. That's your automation running in real time. If you enjoyed this tutorial, subscribe to Modern AutoOps AI for weekly automation videos.